As we recognize the achievements of many African Americans this Black History Month, I want to acknowledge the Divine Nine, historically Black fraternities and sororities of the National Pan Hellenic Council, and the role of their members in shaping our nation. The Divine Nine members of Congress continue to grow. The Divine Nine organizations consist of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, founded in 1906 at Cornell University, whose brotherhood includes the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr., my colleagues, Congressman Emanuel Cleaver, Danny Davis, Shaka Fatah, Al Green, Gregory Meeks, Charles Rangel, David Scott, and Bobby Scott. Legendary Olympic gold medalist Jesse Owens, National Urban League President Mark Morial, and legal pioneers Charles Hamilton Houston and Thurgood Marshall, and they are led by Grand President Mark S. Tillman. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, founded in 1911 at Indiana University. Civil rights leaders, the Reverend Ralph Abernathy and my colleagues Sanford Bishop, William Lacey Clay, the Dean of the House John Conyers, Alcee Hastings, Benny Thompson, and Hakeem Jeffrey. General Daniel Chappie James, the first African-American four-star general. Attorney Johnny Cochran, and Dr. Bernard Harns, Jr., the first Black astronaut, and a special shout-out to a proud Kappa, Brace Clement of Seattle, Washington. They are led by Grand Polemarch William Randy Bates. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, founded in 1908 at Howard University, a sisterhood who proudly boasts of Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Eddie Bernice Johnson, Terry Sewell, Frederica Wilson, Alma Adams, and Bonnie Watson Coleman. Astronaut Mae Jemison, the late Maya Angelou, and late civil rights leaders Rosa Parks and Coretta Scott King, and their honorable president, Dorothy Wilson. Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, founded in 1911 at Howard University, men who include in their ranks Assistant House Democratic Leader James Clyburn of South Carolina, Congressman Hank Johnson, Kendrick Meek, NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, Hall of Fame Chicago Bulls star Michael Jordan, Dr. Charles Drew, whose medical research in the field of blood transfusions led to the founding of the blood bank, and they're led by the Honorable Grand Basilisk Antonio F. Knox Sr. Delta Sigma Theta, founded in 1913 at Howard University, who count as sisters our next Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, Congresswoman Marcia Fudge, Yvette Clarke, Joyce Beatty, and Brenda Lawrence. The first African-American woman elected to Congress, Shirley Chisholm, one of my sheroes, former Secretary of Labor, Alexis Herman, and their Honorable President, Paulette C. Walker. Another special shout-out to my bonus daughter, Michelle Mills, and my mentee, Mickey Grace. Phi Beta Sigma, founded in 1914 at Howard University, the fraternity of my husband, Dr. Nathaniel Horn. Civil rights pioneer and leader of the first Black labor union, the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, A. Philip Randolph. Civil rights icon, Congressman John Lewis, Dr. George Washington Carver. James Weldon Johnson, author, politician, songwriter. His works include Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem. Alan Leroy Locke, first Black Rhodes Scholar, and former President of the United States, William Jefferson Clinton, and they are led by President Jonathan A. Mason. Zeta Phi Beta, founded in 1920 at Howard University, a sisterhood that counts Congresswoman Donna Edwards, the late Congresswoman Julia Carson, author Zora Neale Hurston, Lillian Fishburne, first African-American to hold the rank of Rear Admiral in the U.S. Navy, and their Honorable President, Mary Bro Wright. Sigma Gamma Rho, my sorority, Congresswoman Corrine Brown of Florida, the late Lindy Boggs of Louisiana, Eugenia Charles, first female Prime Minister of Dominica. She's the first woman elected head of government in the Americas. The first African-American winner of the Academy Awards, Hattie McDaniel. Broadcast trailblazer, founder of Radio 1, Kathy Hughes, and our esteemed Grand Basilisk, Benita Herring. Last but certainly not least, Iota Phi Theta, whose brotherhood includes Congressman Bobby Rush, Billy Ocasio, former alderman to Chicago's 26th Ward, and advisor to former Governor Pat Quinn, Elvin Hayes, NBA player and NBA Hall of Fame inductee, The brothers and sisters of the Divine Nine have saved countless lives, advanced civil rights, and left a lasting legacy across our nation. I thank Divine Nine brothers and sisters for their groundbreaking contributions and for their commitment to molding future leaders, improving education, and the advancement of civil rights. I yield back.